Hello my friends, this is Sheikh Michal and I help ordinary people achieve extraordinary dreams. Today's video will be about the most important characteristic of a leader. And you may say, leader needs to delegate responsibilities correctly, leader needs to speak, he needs to be a good speaker, leader needs to be able to inspire other people. And yes, all of these are important characteristics, but there's one that almost every business book that I've ever read was talking about, and I was denying it for a long time. And now I think it's the most important characteristic, and that is for a leader to be a good follower. Then now, why would leader need to be a good follower? Does it even make sense? Like, he needs to lead, doesn't he? But the thing is, if you are not a good follower, you're prideful. And as a prideful leader, you want to exalt yourself above other people. And now you can be a leader type of Caesar or Hitler. Why? Because think about it, Caesar isn't known like a loving leader who just cared for his people and just loved everyone. And no, he's known as a good general of the army. He's known as a good manager, but he wasn't really that loving. He was just, basically he said, Romans, we are something better, so let's conquer the other and let them pay taxes to us. That's the thing. So he only attracted other people who wanted to exalt themselves. Hitler. We are blonde, blue-eyed, white, and the others are just something minor. And yeah, even though Hitler wasn't like that, but anyway, yeah, so we're German. So let's just get rid of the Jews because they're all your problems. Let's exalt ourselves and humble someone else, and that's wicked. Again, for the Jews, we are God's chosen people because we have Abraham to our father. That's racism. And that's something that attracts people who want to exalt themselves by humbling someone else, and that's wrong. Now, me, when I was in primary school, I was quite a successful child. I passed all the school with grades 111, which is like A. Meaning that's the best you can get. And now I wasn't the best in every subject, but on average I was the best, and it made me prideful. Now in 8th grade I won some all the nation competition against children in high school, against the 3rd and 4th grade, and I was the only one from primary school. Now at that time I got really prideful, and as it says that pride comes before fall, it's true. Whosoever exalted himself shall be abased. And that's what happened to me also. And then later, when I started as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, thank God that the first 2 years I didn't have any success. First I was in sales and didn't make a sale in half a year. Then I was trading on forex markets, was in loss after a year. Then I was in a reality estate agent. I made some sale, but I didn't really take money because I found out that my deal was kind of illegal, so I needed to stop it. And thank God that happened, because I needed to learn some humility. Now currently I am employed again, and one of the reasons is still to learn humility. It's like when you hear that, oh, you are slow because you are stupid. No, it's not something you should say, and it's not even something that you should think. Well, maybe you don't say such unclever things, but do you even think about it? Or are you able to receive critics and as a constructive critic, even if it's maybe not meant really constructive and there's no other useful information in it, are you able to take it with all readiness of heart? There was King David in the Bible whom God said, I took thee from following the sheep to be a ruler over the nation of Israel. And this is interesting, he was following the sheep and he made him the ruler. Similarly, King Saul, I took thee to be king over Israel because thou hast been small in thine own eyes. And this is also very important, to be small in your own eyes. And if you are humble, you will be exalted. You can exalt yourself and be next Caesar, but you will be abased. And you know, now I don't have really a job as some rocket science with my IQ. I cook. I mean, I also want God to say to me, I took thee from making the sandwiches to be a ruler of whatever opportunity will come in my life that I'm really preparing for. But I believe I have the schedule for some next years, but I don't know what the biggest things that I'm preparing for will be. But I believe it will be something much bigger than I imagine right now. Now the pride says, I am something better than everyone else. How humility is esteeming others better than yourself. Pride wants to win in life by conquering the others. Humility is conquering yourself to be able to help the others. Pride says, I deserve everything. And do you really? Like, I deserve to be paid more. If you deserved it, you would have it. I deserve to be loved. To have someone that really loves me. It doesn't even make sense, because love is about forgiving, and if you are so crazily good that there's nothing even to forgive you, then that's not really love, because it's easy to like you if you are perfect. If you're not perfect, that's the real love that someone can have for you. I deserve there will be finally good weather. Do you really? Did you work so there will be good weather? Do you really deserve it? What do you say? Jakey, I worked hard in my life and I have some successes that I have it because I worked for it and the other people didn't, so that's why I have it now. Okay, cool, great. But okay, you won the marathon. Who gave you the legs? Oh, you got the PhD. Okay, who gave you the brain and the ability to think? Is it really yourself? I would describe myself also as a self-made man, especially when someone asks me what school do I have. I'm like dropped out of 2 universities, so I'm a self-made man. But when I thought about it more deeply, it's like, did I really make myself? I mean, am I my own creator? I'm not. And that's the thing. Yes, you may have some success, you may have some achievements that you got because you were consistent, you worked hard, but did you make yourself? Did you give you the abilities to have the success? Did you choose whether you will be born a man or a woman? Did you choose which family to be born to, which country to be born to, which color to be born to? You didn't. So there are some things that are just given, and yes, do the best you can with it. But do it so then you can encourage and lift up the others, not to lift up yourself. Humility says, I don't really deserve anything. With what I've done in the past and with who I am, I don't really deserve any good. And now anything what comes in my way is a blessing. If you have this attitude that I deserve everything, you will be miserable. That's one thing. First, it's prideful, but you will be miserable because it's like, I deserve everything and I don't have it. But then, if you're humble, you say, I don't deserve anything, and everything is a blessing. It's a blessing, it's such a beautiful day, it's a blessing that I can walk, it's a blessing that I'm able to think, it's a blessing that I'm able to work, it's a blessing that I am able to share myself with other people and communicate with other people nicely. It's a blessing, everything that comes in your way, if you're humble. So, whoso wants to be the chiefest among you, let him be the servant of all. If you really want to be the leader that inspires others, that leaves some legacy on the earth, you need to be the servant of others. If you want to be the biggest, make yourself the least and make yourself serve all the others. And if you humble yourself, they will exalt you. Don't be prideful of what you did. Let other people praise you, not your own mouth. So I really desire that all of you would be the real humble leaders as this world needs. Maybe you say, I'm not leading an organization. You probably have a family. You have maybe some co-workers. You still can be a leader that works as an example. And if you serve the others, they will love you. And you will have success in life. Even though it doesn't seem that cool starting as if you want to be the next Caesar. You need to be humble, you need to serve the others, esteem them greater than you, and it will work. Humility is not thinking less of you. Humility is thinking of you less. It is just thinking more about other people, and I really desire you can be such a people and be successful and be blessed in life.